In every heartbeat of transformation, leadership pulses forward. Welcome to Presidential Pulse, the voice of strategic innovation and vision, with His Excellency Dr. Godfrey Gandawa.
The Presidential Pulse, performance contracts, from paper to power. The President speaks. Greetings of the week. When contracts are signed but not enforced, leadership becomes theatre. Today we examine performance contracts, not as ceremonial gestures, but as civic instruments. Targets must be measurable. Timelines must be public. Delivery must be non-negotiable. This is not paperwork, it is public trust. Over to you, Your Excellency.
Thank you, Stella. Today, I do not speak of performance contracts as administrative tools. I speak of them as instruments of national credibility. Across Africa, we have perfected the art of ceremonial signing. Contracts are declared, targets are printed, timelines are uploaded, but delivery remains elusive. From Baban to Nairobi, from Kinshasa to Accra, across our continent, performance contracts decorate offices but rarely transform them. In Eswatini, ministries sign with flourish but report in silence. In Nairobi, targets are declared without dashboards. In Kinshasa, contracts are archived before they are audited. And in Accra, performance is praised before it is measured. Let me be more absolutely clear. This is not a failure of paperwork. It is a failure of political will. It is a collapse of consequence. Performance contracts must not be symbolic. They must be sovereign. They must be binding, not just in law, but in leadership. Because when delivery is delayed, the citizen pays. And when contracts are signed without scrutiny, the presidency itself is mocked. Let's be clear. A contract without consequence is not a contract. It is a comfort gesture. Across ministries, we see the same pattern. KIPs declared but never tracked. Timelines printed out but never enforced. Reports filed but never published. This is not governance. It is theatre. And the citizen is not an audience. They are the stakeholder. They deserve transparency, not ceremony. They deserve dashboards, not declarations. They deserve delivery, not delay. We must move from optics to obligation, from applause to audits, from performance as posture to performance as proof. The answer to performance failure is not more paperwork. It is institutional redesign. First, every performance contract must be published, not internally, publicly. Let the citizen see what was promised and what was delivered. Second, we must establish quarterly delivery dashboards, not just for ministers, but for every director, for every agency head, every parastatal CEO. Performance must be visible, measurable, and civic. Third, failure must trigger consequence, not just reputational discomfort, but budgetary recalibration. If targets are missed, allocations must be reviewed. If delivery stalls, leadership must be questioned. Fourth, Africa must harmonize performance culture. We need continental benchmarks, peer reviews, and shared dashboards. Let Kigali learn from Gaborone. Let Lusaka challenge Pretoria. And let Eswatini lead with Springfield's blueprint. Finally, performance must be co-owned. Citizens must be invited to monitor, comment, and critique. Because public service is not a private enterprise. It is a civic covenant. Performance contracts must evolve from ceremonial optics to civic instruments. We must replace applause with audits. We must replace comfort with consequence. We must replace internal memos with public dashboards. Let us dignify the citizen, not just the contract. Let us elevate delivery, not just declarations. Let us build a republic or kingdom where performance is not optional, but operational. If we do not act, we will continue to govern by memory, and memory is not a metric, it is a mirage. Performance is not a slogan, it is a system, and systems must be built, not assumed. Some contracts are signed for optics, some are signed for comfort. But at Springfield, we design contracts, we sign contracts for consequence. We track, we audit, we recalibrate. Because credibility is not declared, it is delivered. Africa must not decorate its ministries with promises. It must equip them with dashboards. It must empower citizens with visibility, and it must enforce delivery with dignity. This was Presidential Pulse. Let's turn knowledge into action. Springfield moves forward. See you next Monday.
Springfield Research University. The globe is here. Where are you?